morning clients done for the day. Yeah, I just had two. So some of you don't know, I still train clients one-to-one in London. So I'm not just doing online training. I think I enjoy that aspect because it still teaches me quite a lot about the kind of aspect of relationships with clients, how to train them. We go over different technique stuff. It helps me learn more. I just really enjoy it. You know, one-to-one training is great fun. I have a great bunch of one-to-one clients, and I think it supports my online work as well, which is great. Either way, clients done this morning. I got some emails and bits and pieces done, and now it's haircut time. I get haircut done every like 2 weeks now, just because I quite like it. It's like my pampering session, if you will. I go to this place called Ruffians in Shoreditch, which I'll kind of show you in the vlog eventually. But today's vlog is actually more about my workout program, how I've got to this point and what is the next stage. So that you can actually download it and look at it and see what it's like, and then join the Facebook group and discuss it, and we can go over it and go from there and see how it might help you in terms of your progress. But yeah, right, off to get the haircut done. Enjoy the rest of this nice afternoon in London. Haircut done. Yeah, Ruffians is so good. It's really nice. I see Tommy every like 2 or 3 weeks, and it feels good. It's kind of a nice little thing to do. Also, one of the best coffees in London is a place called Origin, which is in Shoreditch. It's just behind me on the right. It's really nice. Great flat whites, and definitely worth checking out if you're around. Now, there is one place I'm potentially going to pop to just have one of them. One of my online clients, Lee DeSouza, always goes to this place and said it's absolutely incredible. So I'm gonna have to try it, and then I'll get home and then we'll talk about this workout thing. But yeah, I'm just gonna have one, I promise.
Only make moves when your heart's in it, and live the phrase sky's the limit.
First time I made the effort to go there, and it was shut. So I ain't having a donut today. Ugh. Next time. Anyway, home time. For those long-time viewers of the show, you remember my snacks that I would always have: apple, protein bar, and then some sort of fiber one-y thing. I think if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that Cliff Bar sent me a whole bunch of protein bars and other paraphernalia. So I've been kind of working my way through those. So yeah, the diet hasn't changed much, but I'll get into nutrition later in the series. So do, stay around for that. I'll title it obviously and whatnot, and I'll tell you what I'm doing from a muscle building perspective to get everything done. I'm going to enjoy these, take 5 minutes, and then we'll get deep into what I've done workout-wise this year, and then what we're about to do over the coming 8 weeks or so. Hello. Yep. Now, to get to my year and how things kind of like structured through the entire year in terms of my training overall. So quick recap, I did go away for a year. In terms of traveling, I probably trained about 10 to 15 times just because of the logistics of the traveling aspect of things. It wasn't very easy to train, or it was very expensive to train, and I took up running more. So essentially I kind of lost probably some amount of muscle mass and certainly a large amount of strength. Came back in January, started training a little bit, and I felt absolutely pathetic. 60 kilogram bench presses were terrible. Bearing in mind context of my bench, my best ever bench is 160 kilograms. 60 kilograms felt very heavy. Squats at 100 kilograms felt very heavy. And deadlifts even at 140 kilograms felt very heavy. Bearing in mind both those lifts, my biggest lifts have been 215 and 242.5. So quite a bit off. And it took me a long time to feel like I wanted to get back to feel normal again in the gym. A number of months. And what I did over those months, it was kind of on and off and on and off and on and off a little bit, where I'd maybe do 2 or 3 workouts a week, or maybe get to 4 and then I get to 2 and then 3, and it's kind of itsy bitsy, and it wasn't brilliant to start with.
but it's built to this point and I've accumulated. So essentially what I've done is I started off at a certain weight, at a hypertrophy rep range, if you will, and kind of felt it out with a rate of perceived exertion. And if it became really hard, I would drop the reps a little bit and just continue building. So weight would go up and then repetitions would come down. And I'm kind of at this point now where the weight is kind of back to where it was, which feels really, really nice. It feels really good. And I want to kind of cap the end of this muscle building program or this muscle building phase for this year with this vlog and with these workouts that you're going to be able to download and also join me within the Facebook group. So down below in the, or up in the description or wherever the description is, you'll be able to link there, or in the comment section, link there. You'll be able to click it and you'll be able to download everything and potentially join the Facebook group as well, where I'll be taking you through the workouts, the check-ins that I'll be doing every Monday through my Facebook groups and things, and also answering any of your questions on how you might be able to adapt the program to you, and specifically to you, from exercise changes to maybe possibly rep ranges, those kind of things, with the understanding that this is muscle building. So if you're coming in and you want to lose body fat, you can maybe approach that, but fundamentally this is a muscle building program, and it is my program. This is why it's free. These PDFs and things that kind of hang out and people charge from them and whatnot, I'm not sure they're really worth their value, and I'd much prefer provide you with something that has a bit of value in the sense of you to be able to ask questions and adapt things and just give you it for free. Now, to talk you through this next sort of 8 weeks, roughly give or take, the first stage is going to be a finisher of this week in terms of my programming, so my 4 days a week upper-lower split that I have. And then next week, we're going to run into a deload. Now, deloads, a lot of people don't tend to take them. I tend to have to talk to my online clients about them quite a lot. I tend to ask one of the first questions is, when have you taken a deload? And most people haven't taken one or really understand what they are. So what we'll do is we'll reduce the frequency to 3 days. It will be classified as sort of active rest. I'll reduce my tonnage or weight on the bar by about 20 to 50%, probably more around the sort of close to 50%-ish. So let's say that I was doing 120 kilograms for 5 sets of 4 reps on bench press. I would take that weight down to about 100 kilograms, to about 90 to 100 kilograms, and then do 2 sets rather than 5. And that's basically a deload. You're sort of lowering the intensity, you're lowering the total volume, and you're just kind of going through patterns of still training, warming up a little bit more, doing a bit more stretching, and just relaxing a little bit. Because you can only train so hard for so long, and then it just you become horrible, and it's not you don't make progress. And what we want to do is allow the body to relax so it compensates against that, and you come back stronger. Now, we'll deload, and then we have about 7 weeks until Christmas, 6 or 7 weeks. So we're going to do a 6-week block of training. That will be based on what I do normally, and I feel that I'm successful with, and it's something you should maybe consider, is essentially a 4-day program. I feel successful because I managed to finish that. I managed to complete it. There's no kind of, oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do 5 days. I don't know if I'll be able to do 6 days. And that's what I would suggest. If you think that you can successfully finish 3 and 4 might be a push, stick with 3. And that's much better than beating yourself up because you haven't gone in for that 4th session. So we have 4 days, upper, lower, upper, lower. The start of the week will be a bodybuilding phase. Now, the bodybuilding aspect will be slightly higher volume, so the rep ranges will be higher. The total volume at the end of the workout will be higher. The weights will be slightly lower in terms of the percentage of your 1 rep max. And it may include a little bit more fluff work than, say, later on in the week, which will be our strength days. They're not technically a strength day in the essence of something like a powerlifting program or a very specific peaking or strength program that you might run through if you're doing any kind of powerlifting. However, it means that you have a higher intensity, so a heavier weight on the bar, and lower repetitions with a slightly lower volume. So we're kind of going higher volume, lower weight, and then we're going higher weight, lower volume later in the week. There does seem to be some benefit of that in terms of this undulating daily undulated periodization within a week in terms of more intermediate to advanced trainees. If you are a beginner and you're following this, I'd probably just stick to 4 bodybuilding days, so 2 bodybuilding upper body days and 2 lower bodybuilding days. But because I'm an intermediate to an advanced trainee, I'll approach this from a daily undulated perspective, where bodybuilding phase, so it's higher, or bodybuilding day, higher volume, say for upper body day, and then for lower body day, it'll be more of a strength phase. It'll be 6 weeks, and the last part of the program to explain is sort of the accumulation. So how do I progress through this program overall? When you download it, I've given some small explanations of some of ways you can adapt this program, or certainly add this program into your routine. And what you can do is, I start week number 1 is what I describe as an intro week. And that intro week will allow you to slowly build the weight from week 1 up to week 6. So you're not just jumping straight into the program as hard as you can, as heavy as you can. What we're going to try and do is accumulate slowly but surely up to week 6, where that week 6 will be the hardest week within the program. And then that should be Christmas week, where you just, drink too much and eat lots of mince pies. But certainly what I do. And then what you'll do is each week you'll add roughly 2.5 kilograms, give or take. And that 2.5 kilograms will slowly progress as the program goes on, until the point where you can't necessarily lift any more at the reps that we've set out in the program. I hope that kind of clarifies a few things in terms of what we're about to do in terms of this muscle building phase. Like I said, you can sign up via the email list that is in the description. You'll be able to download the PDF and join the Facebook group, and then we'll interact and ask me some questions and things in there. We can cover some bits and pieces if you want to adapt this program to your training. But it would be great to have you joining us on this sort of six week vlogging, massing season. All likes and shares and comments within these videos or as part of these videos is absolutely fantastic. It helps me. I now know, just for a tiny little add-on, I now know that it takes 10,000 followers on Facebook to be able to monetize my videos. Now, monetization allows me to be able to have a very short advert within the video, and it means that I kind of get like a payback, if you will, for taking the time and things to make these videos and hopefully create content that's very, very helpful. So sharing these videos really helps me, and liking on them and commenting them, again, helps the reach overall. So helping me reach that sort of 10,000 goal within Facebook would be absolutely fantastic, and I'd be forever grateful if we can eventually get to that point where I can monetize these videos, and then kind of, I think you saw in the last video the amount of equipment that I have, and these cameras ain't cheap. So being able to add to sort of my videography stock and things and be able to make these videos even better would be fantastic. Either way, I think I've rambled again, which I usually do. I'm very disappointed in getting those donuts, but I'm gonna have to go back and try and get some another time. And by the way, those Cliff Builder bars are some of the best. Either way, thanks for tuning in for episode 2. Still getting back into this vlogging thing, so give me a little bit of cushioning, and then I'll be back to the normal vlogging with vlogging style. Either way, I hope you have a great weekend, and I'll see you on Tuesday at 5:30 for episode number 3 of the massing season.